Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Pascal Peduzzi from the United Nations Environment Programme, and I want to introduce you to the new World Environment Situation Room, which is our new data, information and knowledge platform. We never had so many data available. We are entering the big data era. The question is, how do we transform that into useful information and knowledge? So let me walk you through this new data platform. Let me show you how you can access the World Environment Situation Room. If you are on UNEP.org, the UNEP website, you have on the top right, you have Science and Data. Click on that, and then you have a quick access, and the first quick access you find is for the World Environment Situation Room, which can also be accessed by data.unep.org. Here you have specific features, for example on AirVisual, which give you the current quality of air you are breathing depending where you're stating, and you can go at a very detailed level even to the suburb level, which gives you really a real indication on the air quality that you are breathing. So this is very useful information. But you also have access to many different things. It is classified by topics like air, biodiversity, chemicals, by partners, by region, by sustainable development. You have access to the foresight, for example, all the latest foresight here, and on blockchain technology, but access to all the previous foresight brief that we've done in the past give you an idea of those foresight. Then you can access or assessment or digital library and all the multilateral environment agreement. Now let me give you an example specifically to enter into a field. Let's go to climate change. On climate change, you will see the various report, the IPCC report, for example, the emission gap report, and specific events. You have access to geospatial information, where you can select into an interactive map. It is classified by topic. If we look at emissions, you have an animation on these emissions from 1970 to 2012. You can zoom, you can pan. You can also query by typing a name. So, for example, coral, and you see coral bleaching in this case. So this is for the geospatial. Now we have data that are updated on a regular basis. For example, the trend in atmospheric green CO2 concentration is updated on a monthly basis, and as soon as you have the latest value, it is updating in the graph, and you see that we continue to experience growth. And we have the other types of essential climate variables like the temperature anomalies, and we see, for example, here that September 2020 was the warmest month of September since record began in 1880. Things are also updated on a daily basis, for example, the Arctic sea ice extent, and you can see that 2020 was the second lowest on record in September, and we see how it is progressing now. And you can always download this data in Excel file or in CSV file. Once you are here, you can also access our data through the deep sea climate data, where we try to understand what are the drivers, the pressure, the impact, the response, the status, and so on. So once you are here, let's look at pressure. Pressure for climate change is induced by greenhouse gases and deforestation. You can check our country profile, where you select any country you want. Let's take Kenya, for example, and you have then the greenhouse gases trend through time and by type of sectors and by type of gases and so on. So you can navigate through that in a very easy way. Now let me show you another topic, which is disaster risk. So if you come back to home, we move to risk area. Here it is. Here we have near real-time features and geospatial, and these near real-time features are telling you, for example, on forest fires, what's going on. So what are the current forest fire? How does it look like? So it seems we have some kind of activities in Brazil and Amazonian forests. So let's zoom. I can go back in time. I can go back last 30 days, and if we zoom, we have all these activities of forest fires, and here looks a bit more that we have something ongoing. So let's zoom a little bit more on this area, and I want to know what is burning. So I can put a land cover map, and add to that, and then I see, oh, this is forest burning here. And what I want to know is, this is happening now on 24th of November in the last 30 days, and I want to look if it's in protected areas. Is it? So yes, it is. We have forest fires in the Amazonian forest within protected areas. So that gives you a very informative tool, for example. We are also organizing things that so that you can access that by SDGs, by themes, and by multilateral environmental goals. And if you click on a certain SDGs and you wonder what is the connection with, for example, the HE targets, you have here access to improve water, and you can see this by the world, or you can select a specific country. I'm taking Morocco, for example, and see what is the trends for Morocco. And you can always download the data as well, so if you want to make another graph. And you can check that through SDGs, through MEAs, and so you have this kind of accessing this data, or even by keywords. So if you type a keyword like fish, for example, you have global fish productions, or fish capturing. We see we have kind of plateau here. You can access that by countries and look at what's happening in Japan, and see that we have a collapse of the fisheries that we are ascertaining. The World Environment Situation Room includes many more features and data, and I will let you explore that. And you can go directly to data.unep.org or go through unep.org. Thank you.